Hello everyone, this is Zparklefartz Gaming, back with another Dragon Age Origins episode. So yeah, in the last episode we met Duncan and Al Howe, and our father gave us a mission to go fetch our brother. Yeah, so find Fergus. Your father, Castle Cousland, and Al Howe have been summoned by King Kaelin to the battle at Ostagar. However, Al Howe's forces have been delayed. You have been sent to tell your brother, Fergus, that he should leave for Ostagar ahead of your father. Fergus is probably in his room saying goodbye to his wife and child. Yeah. This is just DLC content that I might or might not play on this playthrough. But yeah, so we should go get Fergus. But first, I want to talk to some people and go explore.
Yes?
Hello, Hal. So how long have you and father been friends?
We fought together under King Marek when he drove the Orlesians out of Ferelden. Heady times. The years since have not held the same promise. It's not something a youth would understand. It will be good to ride beside your father again.
You knew King Marek?
Your father hasn't spoken of our time with him? That man took care of his friends. As they say, he was large as life and twice as tall. It's too bad Kaelin isn't half that.
Ah. He doesn't seem to like our current king.
I think of him as much as he thinks at all.
That's enough, Hal. Speak of our king.
The
Oh
girl
my
did
God.
ask, your lordship. As per the latitude you allow. I merely offered my opinion.
He's so shady. I can't imagine lots of people like this man. And yeah, so your son is interested in me?
The topic has come up from time to time. The young and their infatuations.
Cough cough, his infatuations. I got the impression Thomas didn't
I'm
like
sure
me.
that was years ago. People change. To be honest, I have no expectations. And your father seems determined to let you find your own way.
As he should.
If something did happen, well, we'd address it as befits a family of our stature.
Huh. Yeah, don't hold your breath. I feel like she's not very focused on romance at the moment.
Your father's permissiveness has made you willful, indeed. It may not always serve you so well.
Oh my god, he's shady, honestly. I like the guy in the background that was just checking his nails. Do you need your manicure, darling? I trust the delay with your men is nothing serious.
Poor weather, I believe. Their progress has been slow, but it's nothing you need worry about.
You told my father that delay was your fault.
In a manner of speaking. If I had reinforced our border levies earlier, my troops could have left before the rains. I confess, my confidence in your father allowed me some complacency. I guess that makes it as much his fault.
I just want to wish you well, Alhau.
I thank you. That is
I mean, I've still
quite
gotta be
unnecessary.
slightly polite. Oh, how about Duncan?
I'm sorry, but I believe your father wishes to talk to the Arl and myself alone.
I was hoping to ask you a quick question or two.
Very well. I doubt your father would mind a slight delay.
Are there really darkspawn in the south?
Indeed. We spotted a horde assembling in the Korkari Wilds not 3 weeks ago. Luckily, King Kaelin took us at our word and marshaled Ferelden's forces quickly. The first battles have already been fought. Your father and I must move quickly.
How many darkspawn are there?
Thousands. Perhaps 10,000 or more in this horde. Normally the
That's a
darkspawn
lot.
stay in the deep roads. It bodes ill that so many risk the surface.
So, how much danger are Fergus and my father in?
Well, I understand the first battles have gone easily.
Indeed. Are the Grey Wardens sure this is a blight, and not simply some large, darkspawn raid?
No archdemon has been sighted yet, my lord. But with my entire soul, I believe this is a blight.
I wish we shared your
That's a lot of soul.
I suppose we shall see for ourselves, once we arrive at the King's camp.
You're so shady! Would you really recruit me into the Grey Warden?
Of course. You are young and very skilled, or so I hear. Many of the finest Grey Wardens have been women. The Grey Wardens do not recruit simply anybody, and I intend no flattery when I say you show promise. The old treaties allow me to conscript you even against your father's wishes, but I will not do so. Our order is too small to risk animosity with Ferelden's nobility.
I'm glad I am to hear it.
They got kicked out by the king like 200 years ago.
But I'm content to see what other candidates your castle offers.
Did you really come all this way to see Ser Gilmore?
I have only found a couple of worthy candidates in my travels across Ferelden. Your father invited me here, suggesting this Ser Gilmore. If he is not suitable, I will head south and join up with the king.
Oh, I see. You know the king?
Not well. King Cailan is an eager young man who has shown great wisdom in responding to the Darkspawn threat.
I've heard he is a bit enraptured with the Grey Warden legend, and that is why he caters to your order.
How? That is unworthy of you.
Now,
He
get him,
only
Dad.
repeats what we've all heard. Whatever the king's reasons, I'll take his support. The priority is defeating the Darkspawn before they threaten all of Ferelden.
Okay, I'll leave you alone then.
Until we speak again.
Shouldn't you be off to your brother, as I asked?
Are you sure you'll
Your
be
brother and I
alright?
go into battle, not an afternoon tea. Who knows what will happen to us? I will tell you, however, you're my darling daughter. I love you, and I trust you completely to carry on the Cousland name if the worst should happen.
Aw.
But don't worry about me, dear girl. You'll have enough to occupy your mind while I'm gone.
Is sending all of our forces to the south a good idea?
When the king demands it. In fact, not sending our forces south would be a distinctly bad idea.
Well,
Don't worry,
yeah.
Pup. You shouldn't see many problems, but I want you to prepare the men left here, in case.
In case of what? That's pretty obvious.
Legends of the Blights tell of horrible things. These Darkspawn once threatened many lands. If we can't hold them, you must prepare for the worst.
I'll do my best, Father.
I know you will. You are a Cousland, after all. But let's not speak of ominous things. We shall assume that all will go well, and the Maker will watch over us.
Yeah, okay, I'll go now.
I'll talk to you soon. Just let me finish my meeting with Duncan.
Of course. Let's see. What's this? Oh, it's the chapel!
Maker, prepare a place for us. Redeem our world from sin. Forgive our transgressions.
Maker, forgive us all!
Have you come to pray for your brother and father? I'd be happy to ask for the Maker's blessings with you.
I suppose I have. I'm just going to, like, play her as if she's a religious character. Since she probably is. They have a chapel in the castle where she lives, and yeah, her parents are probably religious, so...
Please, child, call me Malol. I've known you since you were a wee babe after all. Creator of the sky, the land, and the sea. Hear your people in our time of need.
Make her what
Let no man have cause to fear the shadows. Let their souls be lifted upon your return. So let it be. There now. I'll be keeping a vigil tonight. You're welcome to come. There are many more who must receive the Maker's blessings before they leave. If you would excuse me.
Of course. Thank you.
It is the least I could do. If the worst comes to pass, child, take comfort in knowing that the Maker's will takes many forms. We shall talk once the soldiers have departed.
Of course.
Very well.
Okay then, let's go. Plot help us. Not the right way. Oh!
There you are.
Oh!
Your mother told me the Terran had summoned you, so I
Hi.
didn't want to interrupt.
Hello to you too, Ser Gilmore.
Pardon my abruptness, my lady. It's simply that I've been looking everywhere for you. I fear your hound has the kitchens in uproar once again.
Doggy?
And is threatening to leave.
Ah. Nan's just blowing off steam. So why look for me? Do something. Ah, don't get into the larder again.
No matter how the maids try to keep him out, he always finds a way in. You know these Mabari hounds. He'll listen to his mistress, but anyone else risks having an arm bitten off.
Yeah, that's my dog. Oh, he knows better than to hurt anyone.
I'm not willing to test that. You're quite lucky to have your own Mabari warhound, you know. Smart enough not to talk, my father used to say.
Oh, yeah,
of course,
right.
that means he's easily bored. Nan swears he confounds her just to amuse himself. At any rate, your mother would have
Probably.
me accompany you until the matter is settled, shall we?
Huh, where is my mother exactly?
She was entertaining Lady Landra and her son when I left her. Perhaps in the atrium? Before we go, my lady, might I beg a question?
Of
I've
course.
heard from several people that a Grey Warden is here. Is that true?
Yeah, his name's Duncan.
Then, is it also true that this Grey Warden was asking after me?
I mean, why keep it a secret? Yeah, he is.
Maker's breath. Are you certain? Can you imagine me, a Grey Warden? It would be everything I've dreamed of.
Don't get
Of
too
course,
excited.
I shouldn't get ahead of myself. Pardon my outburst.
Nah, go ahead.
We really should go after your hound, my lady, before he does something worse.
Do you know much about the Grey Warden?
Only what everyone hears. I never expected to actually see one. So few of them are here in Ferelden.
And have you ever seen a Darkspawn?
Never. You hear about Darkspawn attacking homesteads and travellers, but I thought they were just stories.
Oh, yeah, of course. Are Grey Wardens really as skilled as the legend says?
I hear they only recruit the most skilled. It'd be disappointing if that wasn't true.
Oh, yeah. What happens if the Grey Wardens recruit you?
I only know that once you become a Grey Warden, your old life is over. There's no going back. As you wish. But what if the Grey Warden tries to recruit you? Have you thought about it?
Not really, I don't think. Well, he assured my father he wouldn't.
He could change his mind. Grey Wardens are notorious for doing whatever is necessary to fight the Darkspawn. Scribe Aldous once told me that the Grey Wardens used to burn entire villages to keep them out of Darkspawn hands.
Damn. So they'll kill people to protect them. Well, it's not that easy, really, but yeah. I really don't know how to feel about it.
I suppose you have many other options. Me? I would give anything to be recruited.
Why aren't you marching with our men?
I would were it my choice. Your father decided I should remain with the complement guarding the castle. I hope that's because this Grey Warden wishes to see me.
Probably. I really don't need you to accompany me,
Oh,
you
it's
know?
no bother. I should make sure that Nan is settled anyhow, or your mother will have my hide.
Probably. Tell me about yourself.
Well, you know I've served your father for years, since my own father sent me to squire here. My father is a minor lord in the Bannorn, but our land is little more than a glorified farmstead. I do miss it, though. The valleys of the Bannorn are beautiful this time of year.
Oh.
I take great pride in serving the Turn. Still, if I had the opportunity to join the Grey Wardens, I wouldn't hesitate.
Why is she so butthurt? You would leave my father's service? I mean, of course. Let's go then.
Of course, my lady. Lead on.
Good
It
evening,
shall
lady.
be done.
Good evening. Oh, there's Petitia. suppose I can stay and talk to you.
Hello, my dear girl.
Hello.
By chance, I am beginning to teach these young squires about your family's history.
Do we have to? History is boring.
Boys, you are referring to the Couslands, the very family in whose castle you live. Show some respect.
Damn. Calm down, Alice. It's okay.
If the mind is not exercised, it withers just as the body does. Perhaps you'd care to join
Probably
me
why
in
you haven't
teaching
died
the
yet.
lesson?
Sure.
Wonderful. Oh, the Cousland history is long indeed. Where shall we start?
When was our line founded?
Records are vague, but the Couslands became Tierns during the Black Age. Is that familiar, child?
Yeah, I remember something about an age in there.
Every day I pray to the Maker that my lessons will stick, and every day he tasks me anew. At that time, your family held only the minor title of Ban. When the werewolves reached this area, Ban Mather Cousland organized a curfew and patrols within the city. Several other local bands supported his efforts by swearing oaths of fealty, making him their Tiern.
Huh. So we predate the foundings of the kingdom, yes?
Well, I'm glad some of my lessons don't disappear into that yawning chasm between your ears, young lady.
Wow. Shady. It's your skill as a tutor, of course.
If I were truly a skilled tutor, I suspect I would not encounter such insouciance amongst my pupils. You can look that up later. At any rate, your family has held the tournure of High Ever since before King Calenhad united Ferelden. In fact, Tierna Elethea Cousland battled Calenhad to maintain High Ever's independence.
Oh. And Callan had let us keep the tournure.
Calenhad wished to unite Ferelden, not conquer it. After Elethea's men were defeated, Calenhad asked her to swear fealty. The boulder where they held council still stands today as a memorial of that event.
Oh. Tell us about our relationship with the house.
The history between the Couslands and the house reaches back to the Orlesian occupation.
So yeah, basically Orlais is the country besides Ferelden. It lies to like the west, I think. So when did... Yeah, go on.
During the rebellion against Orlais, several battles were fought near High Ever. The port village of Harper's Ford was the tourneur's center. Its Arl was Tarleton Howe. Though nearly 90, he was still as sharp and bitter as cheap ale. Your grandfather openly supported the rebellion, but Howe sided with Orlais. Your family was forced to seize Harper's Ford before it was all over.
But my father and all Howe are old friends.
The Howes eventually joined the rebellion, when all of Ferelden united behind King Merrick and General Logain.
Huh.
Just as now we united behind Merrick's son, King Kaelin, to fight the Darkspawn. Thank you for indulging an old man.
Does that mean
History
we have to listen to
usually
you
repeats
now?
itself, doesn't it?
Silence! I will not have you two becoming smart-mouthed hooligans. Perhaps you should go. I doubt they need any more distraction. I'm just going to settle in here and apparently just talk to myself for all the good I'm doing.
Oh, poor Aldous. No one listens.
Get that bloody mutt out of the larder.
But mistress, it won't let us near.
Can't get into that larder, I'll skin both of you useless elves, I swear it.
Calm down.
You and you. Your bloody mongrel keeps getting into my larder. That beast should be put down.
I'm sorry he's bothering you, Nan.
Just get him gone. I've enough to worry about with a castle full of hungry soldiers. You two, stop standing there like idiots. Get out of the way.
Okay, let's go get our dog. Hi, doggy. So cute.
Oh, look at that mess. How did he even get in here?
Good question. Ah, so adorable, honestly. Are you trying to tell me something, boy?
He does seem like he's trying to tell you something. Wait. Did you hear that?
Oh no, what's this? Ooh! Get to name him! Or her? Well... Or he. It is a he. You said he. Well, then, Barath. Hello!
These creatures have no true reason to fight us.
Oh, there's a rat. Like, what are you... These are clearly, like, mutated.
Very well.
Giant rats? It's like the start of every bad adventure tale my grandfather used to tell. Your hound must have chased them in through their holes. Looks like he wasn't raiding the larder after all.
Oh, good doggy. Certainly looks that way.
Those were rats from the Kokari Wilds. Best not to tell Nan. She's upset enough as it is. But seeing as you've got your Mabari well in hand, I'll be on my way. I'm to prepare for the arrival of more of the Isle's men.
Bye. Ooh.
It is begun.
What's this? Hi, doggy. Oh. Can you do something about this gory mess? Yeah, just eat the rats. Go on. It's dinner time. Oh, they're still there. Let's just pretend they're gone. I'm gonna pet you. He's so adorable, even though he's covered in blood.
There he is, as brazen as you please, licking his chops after helping himself to the roast, no doubt.
Oh, he's not so bad, Nan. Just a dog being a dog.
Look at him now. Snuck into my larder once again and makes off like a free thief, he does.
Oh, mistress, there are rats in the larder. Big ones.
Oh, looks like the dog killed them.
Oh, I bet that dog led those rats into there to begin with.
Oh, come on now, Nan.
Oh, don't even start with the sad eyes. I'm immune to your so-called charms.
Oh.
Here then, take these pork bits and don't say that Nan never gives you anything. Bloody dog. Thank you, my lady. Now we can get to work. That's right, you two. Quit standing about.
Oh. Nana. Yeah, so basically Mabari hounds are really smart, so they understand when you're trying to talk to them. Or they understand what you're saying to them even. Yeah. Oh, that's my mum.
And my dear Bryce bought this back from Orlais last year. The Marquis who gave it to him was drunk, I understand, and mistook Bryce for the king. Ah, here is my lovely daughter. I take it by the presence of that troublesome hound of yours that the situation in the kitchen is handled?
Yes, mother. Nan's head exploded and my hound ate the kitchen staff. Oh. Yeah, she's back to work.
You've always had a way with her. Darling, you remember Lady Landra, Ban Lawrence's wife?
I think we last met at your mother's spring salon.
Oh, a pleasure. Weren't you drunk? It's nice to see you.
You're too kind, dear girl. Didn't I spend half the salon trying to convince you to marry my son?
And made a very poor case for it, I might add.
Oh.
You remember my son, Dyron?
Oh, please,
He's
not
not
again.
married yet either.
You don't even have to
Don't
be drunk to
listen
do
to
this,
her.
apparently.
It's good to see you again, milady. You're looking as beautiful as ever.
Thank you. Go soak your head. I mean, handsome's not the word I'd use, so I'll just say thank you.
And this is my lady-in-waiting, Iona. Do say something, dear.
It is a great pleasure, my lady.
You are as pretty as your mother describes.
You have lovely
she
eyes.
says that after seeing you whacking stuffed men in the courtyard, sweating like a mule.
Your daughter's prowess with the blade is most impressive.
I was quite the battle maiden myself in my day. But I think
that's
it
where
was
I get
the
it from.
softer arts that helped me land a husband.
I can handle my own affairs. Thank you.
All evidence to the contrary.
Oh,
I
sassy.
think perhaps I shall rest now, my dear.
Everyone's so savage.
Darren, I will see you and Iona at supper.
Perhaps we'll retire to the study for now.
I'm getting called stupid and incompetent.
Good evening, your ladyship.
You should say goodbye to Fergus while you have the chance.
Oh, did you know there's a Grey Warden here?
Yes, your father mentioned that. You haven't got it into your head that you want to be recruited.
Not really, I guess. Father wouldn't allow it.
Nor I. And I do realize you didn't answer my question. There's enough here at the castle to occupy you. I don't need you off chasing danger like your brother.
Why can't I go with Father and Fergus?
I know it's difficult to stay in the castle and watch others ride off. But we must see to our duties first. You understand that, don't you?
What if they fall without me?
It's in the Maker's hands now, and we must cope as best we can.
I have a bad feeling about all
As
this.
do I. Your father and brother are marching off to fight
Monsters
Maker
are
knows
taking
what.
over the country.
All the assurances
Well,
in
south.
the world don't comfort me. But it wouldn't help for us to take up arms and follow. Fergus and your father have their duty, and we have ours.
Yeah, are you staying at the castle?
For a few days. Then I'll travel with Lady Landra to her estate, and keep her company for a time. Your father thinks my presence here might undermine your authority.
Well, as you wish.
Good. I was worried you might be nervous about running the castle alone. I needn't have been concerned.
Oh. Do you know where Fergus is?
If he's not out with his men, probably upstairs with Oriana. I love you, my darling girl. You know that, don't you?
Oh, I love you too.
Go do what you must then. I will see you soon.
I love how our mother was also like a fighting woman or whatever. She was also like as she said, a battle maiden. And now they taught me how to be a warrior. So it all ties together nicely. Ah, there he is.
Is there really going to be a war, Papa? Will you bring me back a sword?
That sword, Oren. And I'll get you the mightiest one I can find, I promise. I'll be back before you know it.
I wish victory was indeed so certain. My heart is disquiet.
Oh, she has the spider
Don't frighten
haircut.
the boy, love. I speak the truth. And here's my little sister to see me off. Now dry your eyes, love, and wish me well.
Should I wait outside?
Stay. I'd like to say farewell.
Oh, I wish I could go with you.
I wish you could come. It'll be tiring killing all those darkspawn myself.
In Antiva, a woman fighting in battle would be unthinkable.
Is that so? I always heard Antivan women were quite dangerous.
With kindness and poison only, my husband.
This from the woman who serves me my tea.
Yeah, watch out. Oh, you'll be missed. Oh. That's so weird though. Why is it you'll be missed? It's like I'm telling him he's going to die. Oh, he might, but...
If it's any consolation, I'm sure I'll freeze in the southern rain and be completely jealous of you up here, warm and safe.
I am positively thrilled that you will be so miserable, husband.
Did you know there's a Grey Warden in the castle?
Really? Was he riding a griffin?
Shh, Oren. Griffins only exist in stories now.
I'd heard that. Did he say why he's come?
He says he's recruiting.
Oh, if I were a Grey Warden, little sister, I'd have my eye on you. Not that father would ever allow it.
Nope. Do you really think the war will be over quickly?
Word from the south is that the battles have gone well. There's no evidence that this is a true blight, just a large raid.
Could that be true?
I'll see for myself soon enough. Pray for me, love, and I'll be back within a month or two.
Oh. I bring a message. Father wants you to leave without him.
Then the Arl's men are delayed. You'd think his men were all walking backwards. Well, I'd better get underway. So many darkspawn to behead, so little time. Off we go then. I'll see you soon, my love.
I would hope, dear boy, that you plan to wait for us before taking your leave.
Be well, my son. I will pray for your safety every day you are gone.
A good shield would be more useful. And you could have delivered the message yourself, father. Yeah, he could have. He's just gonna come here eventually anyways. He might just need those prayers.
The Maker sustain and preserve us all. Watch over our sons, husbands and fathers, and bring them safely back to us.
And bring us some ale and wenches while you're at it. For the men, of course.
Fergus, you would say this in front of your mother?
What's a wench? Is that what you pull on to get the bucket out of the well?
Oh, Oren. Oh.
A wench is a woman that pours the ale in a tavern, Oren. Or a woman who drinks a lot of ale.
Bryce, Maker's breath. It's like living with a pair of small boys. Thankfully, I have a daughter.
Yeah.
I'll miss you, mother dear. You'll take care of her, sister, won't you?
I'm pretty sure she can handle herself.
It's true. They should be sending her, not me. She would scold those darkspawn back into the deep road.
Probably.
Well, I'm glad you find this so funny.
Enough. Enough. Pup, you'll want to get an early night. You've much to do tomorrow.
Very true. So this episode we explored the castle, and in the next one, well, we'll say our final goodbyes to Fergus before he goes off to battle. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and you're welcome back for the next one. Bye!